キパキにしてやんよというわけで、ぽまなみんな Hello guys でね、今日はですね、さっきまで雑談していたんですけれども、しらりとしてはね、ゲームをねプレイしたくてでしてね、そうで単発ゲーがね、今回ね前回の配信でたくさんゲットしたから、めちゃめちゃ単発ゲーがあるんだよね、嬉しいことに。なんかそのね、音量でかい、こんなもんかな。でそんな中で、一番ねなんかこのゲームはね、なんか1時間半ぐらいで終わるのかな。だから多分遅くても1時までには終わると思うんだけど、なんかめちゃめちゃ勧められて、みんな良かったよって言っていたので早速ゲットしました。これは Before Your Eyes というゲームですね。Hello guys, today I will be playing this game called Before Your Eyes. This was actually recommended by a lot of Pomas. This game is about 1 hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. It's not gonna be 2 hours, I believe. And I heard it's really interesting and a good game, so I'm really excited for it to play. And luckily, this game has a full voiceover, I think it was. And it's in English, I believe, if I'm remembering it correctly. 確かこのゲームはフルボイスで英語だったはず。So I think it's good for the English viewers. I mean, you guys can understand what's going on because the game is going to be in English, as in the voiceovers. So 吹き替えは英語で、でも字幕とかはね日本語なので、ゆっくりプレイしていきたいと思います。This is my first time, so no spoilers, please. 部屋にはね初見プレイなので、ネタバレは厳禁でいつものごとく。ネタバレ厳禁。But no spoilers. でこれを固定と。では早速プレイしていきたいと思います。よし。ちょっとね、ただね、これちょっと若干怖いんだけど、一瞬ちょっとゲーム画面をちょっと待ってね、一瞬だけゲーム画面消して、新しいゲームでどうなるんだ。ちょっと待ってよ。よし。瞬きのゲームです。あなたが瞬きをするとゲームが反応する。このねカメラ機能だけちょっとしらりうまく設定できんかったから、カメラ機能はしらりの方はないんだけど、本来だと目をねつぶるたびにゲームの方でも瞬きをするっていう感覚のゲームらしいです。そうなんだけど、ちょっとしらりの方ではシャリが今ほらカメラ起動してるから、2つのねちょっとやってみたんだけど、やっぱりカメラ作動せんかったから、2つのゲームをね、2つのカメラをね2つに作動させられないらしい。なのでシャイの方は本当にカメラ機能がついてるよ。ただシャイの場合はカメラが危ないっていうよりはすでに今現在シャイに映ってる通りにカメラが起動してるから、こっちの方でねカメラが1台しかないからさ、両方に機能させられないんよ。なのでシャリはカメラ機能を諦めるんですけど、基本は瞬きをすると変わるらしいです。あ、すごい。空の上か。わかりますか？向かって瞬きをしてください。あれこれクリックしたらいいのかな、多分。 ああ、なるほどね。これでこう動いてる。はあ、湖になってる。あ、水の中になってる。あ、なんかある。なんだろうあれ。あ、なになに。あ、水の中だ。ああ。触るな、この野郎。あ、この、お。
Well, hello there, stranger.
あ、
Ooh, you're a real bright and shiny one, aren't you?
あ、こんにちは。
I asked you for your name, but sadly you got no mouth to speak with, or
え、口がない。
hands to
え、
shake
拍手
with,
もでき、鼻もない。
or nose to look down with.
どういうこと？
So we're gonna have to find another way.
どういうこと？うわ、すごい綺
See,
麗。
what you'll find is,
Hi.
even though you're no longer in your body, your body's still inside of you.
は？
If that makes any sense.
どういうことだ？
So
は
if you understand what I'm saying,
あ、はあ。
blink over my hand here.
この人耳がない。
You remember blinking, don't you? That
鳥がい
thing
る。
you did 30,000 times a day.
あ、
Would you do it already? My arm's getting tired.
あ、はは。
Ooh, well, look at that. You're a blinking genius. Yeah, I knew you were special. You see all them poor souls down there?
あ、魂。
Lost in the waves.
あれ魂な
I
の
didn't
か。
choose any of them. I chose you.
あ、
See, I just sometimes get a sort of
魂なんだ。
a hunch, or what's a better word?
あ、辞書使ってる。
Notion? Better word than that.
あの丸いのはじゃ魂なんだね。
A premonition when a soul's worth pulling up.
すくい上げる価値なる魂。
Now you see that tower out there?
どこに？
Big
あ、本
scary
当だ。
one. That's where I'm taking you
Huh.
to see the gatekeeper, to be judged.
審
I'm
判
gonna
を受
present
け
your
る。
case. Tell her the whole story
あ
of
んた
your
の人生の
entire
話を
life,
する。
from
始まり
proud
から
to
終わり
stern.
まで。
Now, if she's
心を動
impressed,
かせたら
I
俺
get
は
paid the
大
big
金を。
coin, and you get yourself a spot
あんた
in
は
her
街で居場所をもらえる。
magnificent city.
は
If she ain't, well, I eat seagull for dinner again, and you, well,
あ、どう
we
な
don't
る
have to
の？
worry about that because I am the best orator you'll find on these sickly waters. Class A storyteller, believe you me.
は
Oh, shut up, trash birds.
あ。あ、この子たち、
Chances.
この子たち行けなかった子なんだ。
No good. Layabouts. Unsatisfactory. Clock watchers.
あ、ちょっとね、あんまり。
I got some words for you.
なるほどね、この人たちは審判で落ちた人たちなんだ。
Sorry you had to hear that.
なるほど。いけなかった魂たちなんだね、この鳥は。
So sure, maybe I'm not the most verbose storyteller out there, but I know how to spin a yarn
面白い
if I'm
話が
given
できる。
something to work with. And that's where you come in. Your life. You're gonna show it to me. I want to see exactly what made you so absolutely great.
ああ、
So, just think back
この船さ、
to the very
時計
beginning.
のネジみたいになってんだよね。気
First
になる。
thing that you can remember.
このネジ。
I'm gonna send you there.
ゼンマイで動いて
But
るよね。
understand, no matter how much
時を
you
戻
like
す
it,
からかな。
you're not gonna be able to stay, all right?
あ、
Every time you blink, you're going to jump forward in time. Could be a second, could be 5 years.
あ、
That's just how this thing works.
はい。
Alrighty then. I hope he's ready for this.
は
Now, the next time that you blink,
はい。
I'm gonna send you back. Don't be afraid, and don't try to fight it. The thing to remember about blinking is, well, it's only a matter of time.
行きます。 before your eyes。
Try to enjoy it this time.
あなたの瞬きの後ろにって意味だね、これだと。あ、
Look at that sun. We've got a long, beautiful day ahead of us. Why are you smiling like that? You must really like it out here, huh?
お母さんかな。お母さんだ。シャリは自分の瞬きしたためにクリックしてようかな。あ、ママだ。
Let's go get you some seashells. What do you say?
あ、ママだ。お母さんだね、きっと。
You see that big spiky plant over there? That's called an agave. 11.
自分の瞬きに合わせると。
Oh well, days have a tendency to do that, I guess.
Okay. Go ahead, kid.
お父さんだ。
Look at that.
あ、
There's
1
your
歳。
little hand.
ベニーって言うんだ。
Do this every birthday.
いや、瞬きに合わせてたらめっちゃ早いな。1歳だったベニー。
Oh, you want to play along with mommy, don't you?
お母さん。
Give it time. I'm sure you'll be better than me soon enough.
Sounds good, honey.
あ、お父さん。
I'm sending it to my mentor next week. It has to be perfect.
Well, sounds pretty perfect to me.
Yeah, what do you like about it?
I like the music.
That's very specific.
I also like the person playing it.
Yeah. I worried that might have.
お父さんぽっちゃりしてんね。瞬き伸ばせるとすごい進んじゃうね。そうなんだよ。
What do you think he's thinking about?
I don't know. Probably solving the problems of the universe.
こっち側にいるな、多分声が。はあ、おう。
So, do you think he's going to be smart?
賢い子に育つかし
Why
ら。
not? I mean, we're both pretty smart.
僕も君も賢いだろ。
Yeah, but
親に似る
that
とは
doesn't mean
限
he's
らないわ。
going to
へえ。
necessarily.
You're right. No. You're right.
No, it's not derivative. At least I didn't think it
Oh.
was.
おう。
Do you think you could tell the other
Oh.
members of the
Oh.
selection committee what I just
そんなことならないやろ。
Right. No, I'm sorry.
ああ。
I guess I just put a lot of expectation on this call. Okay, I understand. Thank you for considering my piece, John. It really means a lot.
検討していただき、何の仕事してんだろうね、お母さんは。
Oh, that's sure a little mess of color.
泣ける？
Hey, we do not throw things in this house.
ごめんなさい。
If you're mad that you aren't good enough yet, you'll just have to keep working at it.
それはそうです、お母さん。
You know,
Go-
one day you'll be able to paint exactly what you have in your head. You'll be a real artist,
は
unlike your poor mom.
あ、あー、なんか切ないね。あ、すげえこれ。お母さんはピアニストなのかな。
See?
あ、
That used to be my piano. My dad gave it to me. He loved music. Fled his home country just to have a chance to pursue it.
はあはあはあ。
God. He made me practice so much. I hated it at first. I think he hoped to make it further than conducting the high school choir. Never said anything, though. He was what you might call the strong silent type. Can you believe I grew up in the snow? And I came all the way out here to the beach. I don't even know how I got here. Your dad got his job and I just came with him. Like a human suitcase.
Okay, Benny. Are you ready to see something really special?
お
I just don't want him to get attached.
おなんだ
Richard.
What?
That's the cutest thing I've ever seen.
猫だ
What's wrong with that?
かわいい
Can we? I mean, I'm pretty
Ah,
much allergic, so no, right?
No. We'll find someone to take him.
Eh?
But
But
while he's here,
Ah.
I say we call him Ernie.
アニーだって
Little Ernie fits him.
リ
Doesn't
トル
it?
アニーだって
He's so sweet. I think someone likes his new cat.
かわいい
What?
His cat?
Yeah, I just mean for now. Of course we're not gonna keep him.
かわいい
I believe that. I know where this is going.
片目がないねなんかあったのかないやかわいいあ
Now play the C major chord I taught you. Remember? There you go. Doesn't that make you feel happy? Like you just want to jump up and down?
ピアノ教えてんだね
Now what about C minor? You remember how to play that one? Very good. Just one note different. That one sounds sad, doesn't it? Amazing what a difference one little change can make on how a person feels.
はあアレルギーがあるのかお母さんは猫ちゃん
Sort
の
of like me and your little friend on your piano there.
She was in grad school studying composition.
はあはあ
I never met anyone like her. I just prayed to God I could somehow keep up.
いいね
I think she liked that I was a professor. Gave me a certain gravitas, in her
先
eyes,
生だったんだ
which I very quickly lost. God, she dragged me to so many places. It was wonderful. Where would you want to go if you could only go to one?
あギリシャギリシャ
Well, just remember to put on sunscreen. Man, I gave you some unfortunate genes, didn't I? Luckily, Mom gave you some good ones, so, yeah, let's hope they balance each other out.
今のところ微笑ましい家族の話だけどねあ何おおなんだ主人公はベニーくんだよね
Wait, is that... That's my piece. How did you figure out how to play that?
Richard, are you hearing this?
What?
He's playing my piece. He must have figured it out by ear.
あ
I mean, I was a gifted kid, but he's brilliant.
あなるほどね
We need to get him into serious piano lessons.
Sure. But, you know, anyone who might be a good teacher for him?
What? I mean, in the city, sure. Not out here, I don't.
I mean, I know someone who might be up to the task. She's very gifted.
Richard, no one in this town knows anything. Maybe I'll just have to do it myself.
Good idea. I think that settles it.
あー、通じてない。
But who's this mysterious woman you're talking about? I hope you're not in love with her.
You know, I really was for a while, but then she revealed herself to be much stupider.
Richard, what are you talking about?
Don't worry about it.
どう考えてもお母さんの話してんのに。That's sad. I mean, the wife should have noticed, you know? わかるでしょ、今のどう聞いても。ピアノをやってる君のことだよって言ってたのにさ、遠回しに君のことだよって言ってたのに浮気してないわよねとか言っちゃうのちょっともったいないね。いやー。お、アニーかわいい。
Oh God, I have my interview in 5 minutes and I completely forgot to feed him.
かわいい。
Don't worry, I already did.
For a moment, I forgot what a great father you are.
Focus on the interview, honey. I got this.
あ、仕事、インタビュー、あ、お母さんはインタビューに行くのかな。仕事のインタビューっぽいね、お母さんは。面接受けに行くのか。ホールムービーはここで終わりかな。
Excuse me, of course, sir. It's all organized into folders, sitting ready on my kitchen table. They will literally be on your desk when you get in.
あ、絵が上手くなってる。
The files between now and tomorrow morning. We are fine.
あー、あれでもなんかぐちゃぐちゃ。あれなんか掃除ができてないね。ねえ、なんか猫大きくなって絵は上手くなってるけど、なんか掃除できてないね。
When's he coming?
I'm flying him out in February, remember? You know, I think he was pretty surprised that I could actually afford to do that.
Hey, why not? You're a working woman now.
I guess that's true.
Don't let it go to your head, but yeah.
調子に乗るなよ。
Please let the cat know. It's time to use the litter box, though.
Baby steps. He's got one eye.
そっか、猫も成長して主人公も成長してて、奥さんが働く人になったのかな。あ、メトロノー
This
ム
is called a metronome. We use it to measure time so we don't get lost in the music.
お父さんはなんかゆったりしてんね。
You know, my father once told me when I was about your age.
出張かなんか言ってたのかな、お父さん。お父さんお帰りって書いてある。
Work of genius, which might live on after you're gone. So I asked him, "What about your children?" Thinking, you know, I might be a work of genius just as I was. And he said, "Yes, I suppose. If you made a work of genius, I could live on through." I haven't seen him in over 10 years. Can you believe that?
あ、おじいちゃんが来るのか
I
な。
don't know if he'll even recognize me.
お父さんかと思ったけど、あれおじいちゃんが来るのかな、きっと。ね。おじいちゃん、あ。あ、電話出てないけど。
You really need to stay in time with the metronome, okay? Subdivide the time. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E. You're off. You're off, Ben. You can't hear that?
あ、お母さんが厳しくなってる。
There you go, buddy. Okay, now keep a firm grip on it, just like that. Oh my. Well, don't think you like that, pal.
写
Sorry,
真撮っ
buddy.
てる。
Turn around, L, so we can photograph you.
I'm just really behind right now. Why don't you take photos in the backyard? It may not be interesting at first, but if you keep going back out there every day, you'll be surprised by how much it changes.
あー、なんかあれだね、なんかお母さんはもう仕事ばっかりになっちゃってんだね。もうスパルタになりつつ仕事ばっかりって感じね、お母さん。お父さんはおっとりしてるけどね。
Ernie, buddy.
Ernie!
Ernie.
Ernie, we need you!
Oh, God, L, what if you got eaten by a coyote?
My sinuses would be eternally indebted.
What did you just say?
No, I said I'm really worried. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty!
God, honey, I'm worried too.
I know, sweetie.
Ernie!
猫いなくなっちゃってんだ。
Dad! Come to Papa! I know you're mad about last night, but this is ridiculous.
What happened last night?
He's back.
Oh, God.
What?
Well, if he survived that, I don't know how worried we have to be.
Okay, well, let's take this seriously, okay? He has one eye. That means predators can come up on one side and he doesn't even know. Okay? Let's take this seriously. Ernie! Come on, dude!
あー、い
So
る。
you're saying it's a coincidence that it
Ah!
disappears for weeks and then comes back with a huge belly?
But
盛りが来てたんだ。
And
え
you're sure about that?
盛りが来てたんだ。
thought I was.
Uh-huh.
ずっとオスだと思ってたけどメスだったんだ。
Say that one more time, sweetie.
Keyhole distance from the butt. If it's further away or something, then it's one or the other.
And what was Ernie's?
I couldn't really tell.
Well, what are we talking about then? I'm still not understanding how this happened.
I don't know. I didn't think about it. It just happened.
You just happened to find a stray cat in the alley. We keep it even though I hate cats. And now it just happens to pop out 5 more?
Sorry, I didn't realize you hated cats.
For a professor of signs and symbols, you're really bad at reading them.
Okay, that's funny. That's really...
仲悪くなってんね。
Let us keep him for Benny. And I'm happy about that. But I really can't have 5 cats around the house. It's just not sustainable.
まあ確かにいきなり5匹は多い。
outside or something. We can find homes for that.
まあ5匹は確かにいきなりは多いけど難しい問題だ。
He keeps coloring the grass blue, the ocean green, and then the sky red.
And what's wrong with that?
No, are you kidding? I love it. Are you able to pick up the new book?
Yes, the Manila Galleon was of particular interest.
I meant Benny's book.
Oh, yeah, got those too.
It's extremely expensive, right?
You know, they put a price on learning.
I mean, they did. That's stupidly big.
なんかどんどん部屋のものがちょっと大人っぽくなってる。あ、大人っぽくなってってる気がするな。成長してるね。成長してるね、子供が。あ、何？え？ちょっと押さないで待とっかな。なんだろう。Wonder what's gonna happen, guys.
I know, it seems impossible that you could ever play something so complex, but just take it one day at a time. Trust me. You're really getting there, honey. Next week, we'll start working on your other hand. Listen to him, Richard. I'm enlisting him in that competition.
I thought you said competitions took the joy out of playing music.
Not if you win.
"なんかちょっと怖いね。怖いね。12月になったんだ。うまくはなってるけど、なんかお母さんスパルタでほら自分はさ全然そういう才能がなかったからってなんか息子にだけこう託そうとしちゃってるのかな。
Okay.
あ、なんか
Two
作ってる。
brackets on each side.
テーブルを作ってんのかこれ。
Screws on each bracket. Two washers on each screw. So that means we need 8 washers. We have none. Where the hell are the washers?
The quiz said find the 0, and he just drew an arrow pointing to it.
Well, what's wrong with that?
I mean, everything is wrong with that.
全然あれだね、数学は得意じゃないのかな。お父さんに似たってことかな。全然数学はできないんだね。数学はできてないね。
I want that box full by the time I come in there. If you don't play with it anymore, we're getting rid of it.
Congratulations, B!
ああ、すごい
I assume.
すごい、見てみんな。トロフィー取ってる。大人になったんだ。どんどん大きくなってんだ。小学生ぐらいかな。
This isn't my house. It's
誰
not my house.
Right, it's my house. You have 5 minutes to get down and I'll drive it back with you up there.
It's not my house.
誰だ。
Fall back, you fool. I'll have your heads.
誰だろう。
Feed them to the cat.
この子は隣の親戚ご近所さんか
Maybe
な。
if you actually got me a playscape, I'd want to play inside.
That's not fair, Chloe.
You're not fair.
怒ってんね。
You're not
怒ってんね、
fair.
めちゃめちゃ。
You're not fair.
めちゃめちゃ怒ってんね。
Hey, you.
Oh.
Yeah, you.
なんだ。
Come over here. Yes, Mr. Camera Boy, I'm talking to you.
歩くのおっそ、このキャラ。
Why are you always out here taking photos? You know, if you really want to take a photo of something cool, you should take a photo of this.
Chloe!
Oh shoot, I think I gotta go. But, try to take a photo of me running into my house. I'm pretty fast, so I don't think you'll
ク
be
ロエ
able
だ
to.
から
But
女
you
の
can
子だ
try.
ろうね。あ、取れんかった。
How did he do that?
取れんかった気がする。
Quiet, everyone. Betty's about to play for us.
Wow, Elle, he's unbelievable. My God, I didn't realize our head of accounting was raising a musical prodigy.
Didn't you used to be a composer yourself, Elle?
I don't know if I'd say that.
But you used to write your own music, right?
Yeah, but I haven't done that in years. I mean, not since he was 4 or 5 years old.
And what do you do, Richard?
He's a professor.
Of what?
Well, no one really knows.
No, I mean, what's his field?
It's maritime archaeology.
Ah, very cool.
But no one really knows what it means.
Unknown legend.
It's kind of one of those professions that stops a dinner party short.
Okay, more wine?
I'll have a little more wine, please.
What a shock.
class is world history.
お、
My
授業だ。
name is Mr. Isaac. The class will be broken up into
Hey, you.
units. In each unit, we will study.
Look on your desk. I wrote you something.
変なお隣さんへ。 同じクラスだなんてすごい偶然。これだけ覚えてほしいんだけど、学校では他人のふりをしてね。
This is a
絶
quote.
対話しかけ
I
ない
want
でよ。
each of you to write
絶
it
対
down.
に愛を
Not
込めて。
doodle on the sidelines,
黒へ。
not stare off into space.
過去を忘れる者は同じ過ち
Now,
を繰り返すも
on
の
to the next slide.
なんか皮肉っぽいね。
Tell me, what did the quote say?
Right, I definitely know this.
You were taking notes, weren't you, Chloe?
Oh, yes, of course.
このさ、過去を忘れる者は
It's that people
同じ過ちをさ繰り返すものってまるでお母さんのこと言ってるみたいだよね。でお母さんもすごい厳しくされてうまくいかなかったって言ってたじゃん、お父さんにピアノの。でもまるで今お母さんはさ息子に同じことしてるわけじゃん。It's like the mother doing the same thing. Like the mother's parents were like her, and now she's doing the same thing to
to
her son,
embarrass
guys.
ourselves in all sorts of ways.
ね
And now, on to what you've all been waiting for. Grades. Assessments, 60%. Those are tests and quizzes. Class work, 20%. That's work we do while at class. Participation, 20%. I will give you a moment to write this all down.
I tried to convince your father not to buy you that thing, but he insisted. Half suspect he bought it for himself.
これはなんだろ
The little guys are pretty cute, though.
う。コンクスタ
Oh, I want the job of whoever gets
ポ
paid
ケモン
to
的
think
な
of
やつかな。 Your favorite conksters are ready for battle for the play skill. なんだろうね。なんかあれだね。ポケモン的なゲームなのかな、バトルゲーなのかな、 RPG なのかな。新しいコンクテスタントが現れた。ついに大人気のコンクスターがプレイスケープでバトルに参戦。マーシーと悲しみに暮れる4人兄弟と一緒に母親を探しに行こう。母親は伝説のコンク女王エブ博士の特殊取得済み貝殻を使ってネバネバモンスターを捕まえ壮大なバトルで戦わせよう。これでうまくいかないときは両親外に従ってかな。やっぱポケモンだね。モンスターを捕まえてって言ってたもんね。はあ。人気ゲームなのかな。でもなんか
Definitely seen you next door, but I didn't realize you guys had become friends.
Oh, sure. We sit together in history class. I don't know what I'd do without old Benny.
Very sweet. Thank you for playing this game with him.
You are not my friend, by the way. Since you refused to help me in class, I decided our relationship is purely transactional. Okay, shut up. I really want this one. Maybe I'll use...
友達じゃないのか。うまい！絵がうめえ！
Whoa, that's a pretty good drawing. You should draw pictures of more different stuff. Not me, though.
描かねえよ！
I'll actually kill you if you try to draw me, and you saw what I'm capable of in your backyard.
描いちゃおう。
Benny, why did you draw me? You're not good enough.
めちゃめちゃうまいじ
I
ゃん！
look so ugly.
めちゃめちゃ可愛いけど！は？めっちゃ可愛いんですけど？ The fuck this bitch! I just drew you so pretty and you're complaining? Fuck you! あ、めっちゃ可愛いんですけど？は？めっちゃ ゃめちゃうまく描いたんです。なんでこのクソったれがめっちゃ可愛く描いたじゃん。絵のが可愛いですけど、ちょっとハードファッキンビッチね、可愛いのちょっと。
It's called a magnet school.
車か。
It's about an hour away in a town called Burton. I know the change can be scary, but I just want you to go in and meet the dean I spoke with. You know, life can take you to some incredible places.
なんか音楽の学校に行かせ、塾か
good at
な。
something.
So what do you think, Benjamin? You think you could excel in that sort of an environment?
Sorry, he gets very shy.
Oh, not to worry. If he's as gifted as you say he is, shyness is no problem. Why don't you two come back closer to the end of the year for an audition? We'll get a few pieces that you can have him start
塾か
learning.
な、受験みたいな
I'm
感じか
eager
な。
to hear what your son is capable of. So, I understand you were a musician yourself. Where did you study?
Oh, Berkeley. But I was in the composition department.
白里は有名な音楽学校だね。
And who did you study under?
John MacDonald?
I understand he's very difficult.
Yes. Taciturn is the word I use.
Taciturn. Yes. People have described me that way, if you can believe it.
Oh, I would never say that about you.
Thank you. I wouldn't either.
あ、中学受験的な感じ
You
なの
seem
か
very
な。
warm,
そう思ったし、でも
very caring.
なんかちょっとだってぎこちないもん、お母さん。何この、わあ、こういうなんかあんまり知らない人と会った時のこの無言の空気嫌だよね。なんか謎の沈黙になっちゃって、みたいになるやつすごい苦手したり。バッハ。
As you can see, there are some very fast runs in there, and a lot of stuff I've not taught you properly yet. So no pressure. I just want you to try, and we can see if you start enjoying it.
楽しんでくるってまだ楽しめてないのかな。
Just like to see you really rise to the occasion, just this once. I wish I had the option of going to a school like that when I was your age. I wouldn't be working this boring job or living in this boring town, I'll tell you that.
なんかやっぱしわくちゃにする？それはしないでおこうか。でもなんか音楽好きじゃなさそうだね、この主人公は。お母さんが言ってるからやってるだけで、お母さんだけすごいなんかこう音楽をめちゃめちゃやらせたいみたいな感じで、お父さんが結構のびのびした感じだよね。で、オーディションまであと30日だって。
Don't answer that, Ben. You can talk to your friend after you practice. Oh my god. Is she really calling you again? What, is she obsessed with you?
出ちゃおう。
So listen, I found a construct.
What are you doing? I explicitly asked you not to pick up the phone.
Oh, he's fine. Let him talk to her.
Oh, what do you know about anything that's going on right now?
Okay, you know, I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't raise your voice like that.
Well, then don't stick your nose into things that you're completely checked out
喧
of.
嘩してる。
Man,
Maybe
did I just
am
cause a
little
fight
checked out,
with your
but
parents?
I actually think the
I'm
fact
sorry,
that I'm
dude,
checked out means
but
I'm
you
able
should
to
also
help
cherish
the ocean
these
here a
moments.
little bit.
My mom and dad used to fight, and I would always hate it, but now I actually miss it a lot. Anyway, so basically across the board, crustaceans Action types
クロ
perform
エ
well
ちゃんは
against
さ、
flawless types. So we gotta be leaning on
あの
Lobstar a lot
気
more
が
in
利
these
くの
big
か、
battles.
ただ自分が話したいだけかわかんないよね。
We'll be facing what they call craniate types. So chondric types will be what we need. But we haven't
こ
even
の子も結
gotten
構
any
自
of
分
this
の話し
yet.
たいことだけ
Anyway,
話して
it's
る
all
じゃん。
pretty complicated, so we can go over it in history class tomorrow.
あなたも楽しんだ
I
方がいい
definitely
の
don't
よ
want
と
you
か
to
言う
play
けど
without
さ、
me. But if you
めっ
do
ちゃ
end
ゲー
up
ムの
playing
話するじゃん、
without
こ
me,
いつ。自分の話したいこと
then
話し
let's
に
have
来た
a
だけ
tussle
や
on
ん。
the red wreath because that's supposedly where you can find these
めっ
chondric
ちゃ
types,
話すやん。
which we're for sure gonna need. But we'll talk more tomorrow, okay?
あ、はい。
Okay, I gotta go.
話すだけ話して帰るじゃん。やば。お、エジプトの勉強してるね。アヌビ
in the
ス。
presence of Ma'at, who you remember is the goddess of truth and justice, would weigh the deceased soul against a
絵がうめ
feather,
え。
determining whether it was worthy of entering into her land of the dead. And what if they are deemed unworthy? Well, you can see that ugly fur ball under the scale? That is Amamet,
Hey,
and she's got,
Mr. Kid,
yes, that's a she.
over here.
Oh,
The head of a crocodile, fur
Look
of
at
a lion, see, and the body of a hippopotamus.
今
But
夜
I would
パ
not
パ
say
が寝
that
た
to
ら
her
家を
face.
抜け出してビーチに寝るつもり。もし
As
正
you
体
can
をし
see,
して
she
ほし
is
ければ
ready to
アイザック
devour
先生が便秘
any
で
of the
苦し
deceased
んでる絵を
who do
描い
not
てみて。
pass judgment.
愛を込め
Sort
て
of like
変な
me
人参
with
より。
weekly quizzes. So I am not quite sure why I don't hear more frantic scribbling right now.
Ew, why is he so scared looking? Okay, I'll call you when I'm leaving my house. You better pick up my call, dude.
Slightly worried about having him change schools just as he's starting to make friends.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the only reason she keeps coming here is to play that game you bought for him.
Okay, well listen, I don't claim to understand the motives of children.
Richard, Benny has a chance here. A real chance to be really good at something. I mean this with no offense at all. But I don't think you actually really understand what that is.
No, I suppose you're right.
Oh, Richard, please.
揉めてる。
Like that.
揉めてるね。ああ、どんどん揉めてる。あ、
Lights out. You need to be rested for tomorrow. Memory consolidates when you're asleep. So if you go to sleep now, you will awaken a master. Trust me.
わあ。
Richard, tell your son to turn the lights off.
Benny, Mom says turn the lights off.
Not Mom says, you say.
もう出てっちゃう。
Wow, didn't think you'd actually pick up. I'm a sticky for a baby. I apologize. Okay, so meet me out in the alley in T minus now, okay? Chloe, out.
よし、出てっちゃおう。
You know, I'm really glad you're here. There's something I've been meaning to talk to you about. Or to get off my chest. Okay. I don't think Kongsters is actually a really good game.
お、
My cousin Yoon, he was in town this weekend, and he was explaining how it's actually a ripoff of a really good Japanese
あ、
game.
ポケモンのパクリ
He
だ。
calls it a cash grab. So I'm sorry that I made you like it because it's actually a terrible game. But I also think that if it was a really good game, maybe we wouldn't have enjoyed playing it as much. we would have been so focused on how good it was and not the feelings we had while we were playing it. Like, my favorite vegetable is the tomato, but Yoon thinks that they're the grossest ever. And you're probably the least popular boy in the school, but I also like hanging out with you the most, which was also something I wanted to talk to you about. I like hanging out with you a lot, which is weird because after what happened with my mom, I never like hanging out with anyone. So this has been a big surprise for me this year, in a lot of ways. I think I like that you let me talk. My cousin never lets me talk. My dad does, but I can tell he's not really listening.
けてな。どのぐらい小学生なのかな。中学生も行ってなさそうだよね。ちょっと見た目がわかんないね。ここにいてって書いてある。
Probably didn't sleep at all. Out in the cold all night. You're already feeling sick, aren't you? It's okay. You still got this. I mean, all the practice had to count for something. Maybe just try and close your eyes now and get a little sleep on the way over. I'm going to play the recording so the sound of mastery can seep into your subconscious a little, okay? Close your eyes, Ben.
In your own time, Benjamin, we are very excited
まだ
to
小学
hear.
生っぽいよね。中学校の受験なのかなって思ってるシャイリは。
Oh, okay, okay. I think that's enough. So, Benjamin, why don't we plan on having you come back next year again, once you've had a bit more time to practice? Yes? As you know, Burton isn't the right fit for every student, and I wish you the best of luck on your path, wherever it may take you, okay? All right.
Maybe I pushed you too hard. Maybe I turned into my own father. I don't
お母
know.
さん。
You have to find something to focus on. The world isn't very kind to people who aren't really good at something.
お母さん。なんか難しいね。お母さんの願いたいこともわからなくもないしね。なんかこう何かもしあるんだったらそれをもっと磨いてあげたらその子の将来がもっと良くなるかもしれないって思ってっていうなんかこう難しいよね。ママも焦ってるのかもしれない。
We want him home from school for a while. Just until this nasty thing clears. Hey, Elle, would you mind taking a quick walk with me down to my office? There's a small clerical thing I need you to look at before I can let you
病
two
院に行
go.
ってる。
Oh, yes, of course. I'll be right back, Benny, okay?
Just maybe 5 minutes, kiddo. Okay?
It's such a crucial time in his development. He shouldn't be confined to his room.
Yeah, look, having him home for a while means I can spend more time with him. You
なんだ
know,
ろう病気になっちゃったのかな。
we can focus him, make sure he's staying engaged.
Can we please try to speak a little softer? I really...
何かなんだ病気なのかな。あーこれはあの子と来た海かな。
This isn't video game time. I want you to figure out something actually productive to do while you're home from school.
どうしたんだろう。なんか精神的におかしくなっちゃったのかな。でも引きこもりになっちゃったのかな。学校にでも休んでくださいって病院の先生にも言われてたもんね。でもゲームはしないでって言われるってことはどういう絵がうまい。
No. You mean young Vincent?
絵がうまい。
Well, ever since he got sick, all he does is make art.
あ、賞を取ってる。
And Mr. Benjamin Bryn has been awarded first place.
あ、美術学校入学願書。質問さん、なぜ芸術の分野でキャリアを積みたいのか説明しなさい。おお、すげえ。すげえ。すげえ。文章じゃなくて絵でやってる。
You are not here to learn to be painters. You are here to learn to be artists. And although I was hired to teach you, it is a sham. There is no teaching art. So don't just sit there slack-jawed. Make art, you ponies! Oh.
おお。Is that okay?
Oh, how very wacky and fun these are.
Oh,
It's very zany, very kitsch.
oh.
There you go, Mr. Bryn.
Oh,
Feel each shape.
hi.
You fiend.
すごい。
I
ア
want
ー
you
ト
all
だ。
to take a long look at what Mr. Bryn has done here. You see, he has reached down deep within
Hana.
himself and created a masterpiece.
ああ、マスターピース。傑作。
Say you have a strong hold on yourself, Mr. Bryn.
あ、もちろんし持ってますし、確
I
かに。
fear talent like these
は
may soon be swept away by a whirl.
おむむむむ。お、
I'm stunned. The ironic sincerity of this piece is so sincerely ironic.
He's flipped the discourse so thoroughly,
Oh.
I'm actually dizzy.
I know that lots of agents gave you lots of cards, and it all probably feels weird and alienating and the opposite of what being a starving artist is supposed to feel like. But if I can teach you one thing, it's that if opportunity knocks, you open the door. Making a living isn't selling out. I wish I had thought of it that way.
おお。
Benjamin, marvelous show last week.
彼はどんどんあれだね。
I've never been
音楽の才能はなかったのかもしれないけど、画家としての才能が開けてったんだね。でも病気は何だったんだろうね。あれはなんか。
to cut that card into little pieces and feed it to an alley cat. Elba Brassenhuber is not in the business of the arts. Elba Brassenhuber is in the business of business. And you, child, you are no businessman. You are an artist. Live like one.
めちゃめちゃ才能あるね。だから絵の才能はあるから病気は何だったんだろうね。
Don't worry. You're not selling your soul.
どうする？フリーランスになるか、この風か。うわー、悩む。うわー、悩む。何こんな悩むゲームなの？シャリ選択肢そんなあるなんて思わなかった。うわー、どうしよっかな。いやー、メイクトゥヘルポーフォー。いやでもシャリはサインしない。サインしない。
Look at that. You've crumpled my contract.
To being a difficult artist, the best of us are. This is divine. So, now that you've grown your wings, tell me, young master, where will you fly? May I suggest somewhere abroad? This American air can be stifling.
お、あ、ギリシャじゃないこれ。
Honey, stop. Is that a Benjamin Brink?
Oh my god. I think it is.
All places.
I bet you're happy you threw that contract in her face now. You didn't sell out, and you still got rich. Benjamin, now is the single most important moment in your entire career. Collectors, curators, how we all love a rising star, and how bored we become.
なるほど。確かに。そうだな。
Rising, Benjamin.
すごい、もうベンジャミン・ヤングマスターってさっきの書いたやつが飾られてるね。
Hey, Ben. Don't even pick up this call, okay? I mean it. I'm just calling to inform you that I went to the doctor today, and, well, I'm gonna be a little sick for a while. But really, I don't want you worrying about it at all. You're at such an important moment in your career, and I'm just so proud of you. This is nothing but a little bump in the road for me. I'm going to be fine. Okay? So don't even worry about calling me back. Just letting you know. Okay, Penny. I love you.
お母さんが。 That's a mom, I think.
But that's enough from me. Now, you'll hear from the person who I believe is the single thing in the world my wife is most proud of. Her magnum opus, so to speak. I think you all know who I'm talking about. Benny? You ready to come up here? Go on, B. Say something. What's wrong? Why aren't you talking?
あ、でもいまだにたくさんの人の前に立つのが苦手なのかな。
Hey, you. As you know, I talk to big, very important people every day. And there's one thing that everybody is asking me. What's going on with Benjamin Brin? And what am I supposed to say? That I haven't heard from my star pupil in 6 months? This is getting ridiculous.
書けなくなっちゃったんだ。
You are a snake. You are a fraud. But worst of all, Benjamin, you are a little tease. I have told the world that Benjamin Brain is a genius. I have told the world that Benjamin Brain is silent because Benjamin Brain is hard at work creating his greatest work yet. But you are doing nothing! The world has forgotten you, Benjamin! They have moved on! And I have moved on too. You have broken my heart.
師匠。あ、冒頭で確かに口がないって言われてたね。師匠。
Hey, B.
あ、お父さん。
Just calling to tell you.
お父さん。
I think I'm selling the house.
お父さん。
She's everywhere here, son. I can't move without bumping into her. And then I just find myself breaking down again.
お父さん。
I hope you understand.
切ない。
Take whatever you want. With your mother gone, I'm hoping to finally live without all the clutter. Yeah, I think you did the right thing. By the way, she didn't want you to see her like that. She just wanted you to focus on your work. That was the only thing that mattered to her. What's that? What's so fascinating, son? Look. It's unbelievable, Benny. It's like she's standing in the room with us.
あ、切ない。
Like I can see her in the paint.
切ない。
I can feel her.
切ないよ、みんな。This is sad. あ、出したんだ。過ぎゆく日、作曲家でもあった亡き母エル・フィッシュマンの
Is that really you?
来
It's
曲
Chloe.
に刺激
Your
を
neighbor.
受けた作品。
My God, I can't believe this. It's been years.
日の
I
目を
just
見るこ
walked
と
through
の
the
なかった
entire
亡き
show.
母
It's
の来曲を
unbelievable.
ブリはこの
I'd
作品で
love to
表
walk
現した
through it again with you.
現在エル・フィッシュ
I
マ
mean,
ン
if
は
you were down for
彼
that.
女の時代における偉大な作曲家の一人として認められている。はっ、すごい。お母さんの作った曲が息子が発表したから出たんだ。
I just can't believe that my entire childhood I was living next to a bona fide genius. I should have guessed it. I mean, with all those little drawings you did.
お目
Remember when you still drew my portrait even when I begged you not to? God, you were such a little jerk back then. I kept that drawing, you know? Oh my god, I bet it's worth quite a bit of money now. And your mom. I always heard her playing piano from next door, but I didn't know she wrote the actual music. She was a genius. Like mother, like son, I guess.
でもそう言われるの嬉しいね。だってずっとお母さんはさ、自分が才能がないって言ってたからね。
Hey, so, not to be forward, but what are you doing after this? Maybe we could get a drink or something?
めっちゃ話すなお前。
I'd really love to catch up. I can't believe everything that
これが初めてのベニーの。
I want to hear all about it.
Now would you look at that? I cannot believe my luck. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! You finally hit the jackpot, Flapjack. All the nobody nothings dying every day. You finally sink your hook into a... Whoa! Well, there you are. Well, hello, sir. If I had realized, I would have cleaned up. I'm just used to fishing up a different class of soul.
さっきのおっちゃんだね。
I mean, sure, I've had scientists, a couple college athletes here or
な
there,
んで死んじゃったんだろうね。でもここにいるってことは死んじゃったってことだよね。
internationally renowned painter? The gatekeeper's gonna eat you up. Hey, speaking of that, why don't we give your story a test run? Maybe you help me out with the word choice, since, you know, I'm still working on that. See if I'm getting all the strokes right, the proper composition, if you catch my drift. Forget about it. All right, here we go. Gatekeeper! Before you stands the soul of a great man. Now, would you describe yourself as a happy kid or a lonely one?
でも子供の時は幸せだったよね。幸せ。
His childhood was a happy one, growing up in a loving home raised by loving parents in a quaint village by the sea.
And, what'd you say your mom was? A composer or an accountant?
作曲家だね、お母さんは。
His mother was a composer who, with the need to support her family, took a job as an accountant.
How would you describe her as a teacher? More encouraging or demanding?
厳しかったよ
Kind of
ね。
like your champion.
Therefore, as his piano teacher, she was over demanding, forcing him to practice day in and day out, hoping that he might one day achieve that greatness that she never could.
And how about that neighbor girl?
あ、出
What
た。
was she to you? Was she your best friend or your first love?
絶対ベスト。
Be honest here.
どっちでもねえんだけど。
Don't be bashful, man. You can tell me.
どっちでもないんだけど。ね、どっちでもないんだけど。あ、どっちでも、どっちでもないんだけど。I don't think it's any of them, though. I didn't really like her. どっちでもない。My best friend.
But on the eve of his big audition, he completely dropped the ball, staying up all night with his best friend and blowing it the next day. Now, from that moment forward, his mother gave up on him. She knew he didn't have what it took to be a truly great musician. But little did she know, she just picked the wrong medium, right? See, when he was 12 years old, he got sick, and he had to stay inside for an entire year. And In that year, he rediscovered a talent he'd forgotten. Painting. Sure, he loved finger painting as a child. Color and shape were the first languages he learned to speak. But for the first time, he saw it in a more serious light. He was accepted into an exclusive art school where he caught the eye of an esteemed professor who launched his work into the national spotlight. Now be quiet, all of you. With expectations on his career mounting, he stalled himself into bankruptcy, which turned out to be a blessing, for it wasn't until he returned home to the house he grew up in that he began work on what would ultimately be considered his masterpiece.
I said shut up, you scumballs! You mucky fowls! All right! I get it! I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying.
なんだここは何なんだろう
I'd assumed as much anyway.
どういうこ
I should probably tell you. Those things, they're not regular gulls. They're lyre birds. They're what becomes of souls who tried to lie to the gatekeeper. And once they try that, they're never allowed near her city again. I get to feeling bad for not defending them right, so they just stay on with me. Living reminders of my oratory shortcomings.
Oh, yeah, good thinking. I'll be back to get you once I'm done with this one.
Hopefully you won't be seeing him again. You're a flea-bitten sap. You know that? Just look at him. Poor fool doesn't know what he's in for.
何怖い何 What's gonna happen? Huh? What the? 何 Huh? Huh?
Now don't think that I haven't dealt with people like you. You're ashamed of something. Something so terrible, you're trying to blink right past it.
何
Because if the gatekeeper knew, she'd have to dream up fresh new hells to punish someone as worthless as you.
何
And I'm sure you're right. I'm sure you're the rottenest soul that I ever fished out of that black muck.
何
And I should have thrown you back and sanitized my paw as soon as I laid eyes on you.
何 What's going on?
But it's too late for that.
Huh?
We're in this together. And the gatekeeper, she'll see right through your fake lies as if they were glass. So I'm gonna ask you again to start from the very beginning. And this time, I want the truth.
Not this.
Now play the C major chord I taught you. Remember?
Come on, keep blinking. I haven't found it yet.
Doesn't that make you feel happy?
You know, my father once told.
This. Stay here.
Oh.
What did your mother hear on that phone call?
やはり確かここ早く飛ばしちゃったのかな。飛ばしてはない気がするな。過ぎちゃったのかな。
getting it. Hello? Yes, of course. This is Elle, his daughter.
Oh,
I see. She knew she hadn't yet lived up to her father's expectations. And now, she never could. Let's keep going.
We're eternally indebted.
What did you just say?
This isn't a trip down memory lane. Yes, I understand about the cat. Let's keep going.
ここだ。シャリが飛ばしちゃったところを見ろって言ってるんだ。長すぎて飛ばしちゃったんだよね。なんだろう。お父さんは死んじゃったんだね。さっきあれはお母さんのお父さんが死んじゃったんだね。ずっとお父さんの期待に応えられなかったってことだね。おじいちゃんが亡くなったっていう連絡だったね。ここも見てないね。ここは何だったんだろう。なんか赤くない？何？
The death of those cats must have taught you a terrifying lesson. That simply being alive wasn't enough. So then you went to work to make yourself sensational.
Listen to him, Richard. I'm enlisting him in that competition.
I thought you said competitions took the joy out of playing music.
Not if you win.
違う、あれはさ、確かさ、物語の中でさ、記憶が正しければさ、猫ちゃんのさ、猫ちゃんがさ、子供生まれちゃったじゃん。で、5匹の子供の世話ができないって言ったら、じゃあ5匹はとりあえず一旦猫ちゃん外に出しとこうって言って、引き取り手が見つかるまで外に置いておこうって言って外に置いたんだよ。
I like hanging out with you a lot, which is weird because after what happened with my mom.
I'm not worried about who you are, Benny. I'm worried about who you're going to become.
I get all this.
Hey, Elle, would you mind taking a quick walk with me down to my office?
Come on, keep.
ここだ。ここも飛ばしちゃったんじゃなくて、こう聞こえなかったんだ。
I mean, what's the point?
What do you mean? What's the point? What does that mean?
What's the point of any of it? If he's never gonna get any better.
Okay. Let's not say that. Okay? We know we don't mean it.
I know I don't. I know.
I mean, what if he heard one of us saying something like that?
I'd never forgive myself.
It's okay. He's asleep. But it's okay.
I see. You got sick. You howled at the moon at the top of your lungs. You were sick for a long time, weren't you? Sicker than healthy kids are supposed to get? Well, no matter how painful it gets, I need you to remember.
まだあるんだ。
We're almost at.
This isn't video game time. I want you to figure out something actually productive to do while you're home from school.
try writing with it. Well, hello, Benny.
喋れない
It was your grandfather's, but I used it in college to write lyrics. Exactly. It was very artsy. Actually, I was just good at fooling your dad. Made him think I was some kind of genius. Why don't you write the story of your life so far? And then what you're going to do once you get better. That's the story I want to hear. Story of who you're going to become, okay?
ベンジャミン・ブリの素晴らしい人生。幸せな子供時代を過ごし、温かい家庭で育った。愛情あふれる親に育てられた。海沿いのなんちゃらのある村で。母親は作曲家だったが、会計士として家族を養っていた。これ自分が書いてたものをさっき狼が言ってたお話だ。あれ
Man, this is wild. You really got into this, didn't you? Oh, here I am. But on the eve of his big audition, he completely dropped the ball, staying up all night with his best friend and blowing it the next day. Best friend? Okay, Benny. And you know, we really could have just slept on the beach another night. But I'm also glad we didn't because, well, another night wouldn't be the same night, if that makes sense. Okay, back to the story. He'd loved finger painting as a child. Color and shape were the first languages he learned to speak. Man, you take your doodle seriously. I did not realize, but I respect it. I respect it. I do.
You are going to be in there for about 30 minutes, so try to get comfortable.
MRI みたいなやつかなこれはもしかして。
You're doing great, buddy. Just a little longer, okay?
Knock, knock. You're gonna be so annoyed with me, but I couldn't help but overhear Chloe reading loud from what I think was your story the other night. I know. I promised myself I wouldn't eavesdrop, but I would really love to read it if you'd let me. What do you say? You know I'm such a big fan of anything you do. I can't.
Just go in there and tell him you loved it.
I'm sorry, I just can't. Not right now.
Okay, don't worry. Just go to bed. I'll talk to you. Hey, B. Just want you to know that Mom loved your story. Just, you know, I think it was just very emotional for her to read. But I thought it was great. I mean, look at this. His childhood was a happy one. Growing up in a loving home, raised by loving parents in a quaint village by the sea. I'm certainly glad you feel that way. But what I want to know is, where'd you learn to write so well? All those cool words. Reads like Dickens. Really just very cool stuff, kiddo. You should be very proud, okay? Okay. Love you, buddy.
扉を閉めろ。 父さん。ベンジャミン・ブリンは負け犬だ。彼こそ史上最悪のブリンだった。自分の病気と戦おうともしなかった。横たわったまま死んでいった。治らないのかな、きっと。
So if he's ever in pain, all he needs to do is press that red button and the drug will administer itself.
Thank you so much. You know, I know my wife would normally want to thank you herself.
No, I understand. It hits mothers the hardest, this sort of thing.
Thank you for understanding. It's been a rough one. Hey, Eddie. Yeah, hey man, it's Richard. Listen, I know Elle's been missing in action, but I just want you to understand things have taken a really bad turn here. Yeah, no, that's not going to be possible. To be honest, your whole tone is pissing me off right now. Yes, I understand you have a business to run. It's a very cliche thing to say to me in a time like this. Okay. Well, then I guess all I can say is screw you too. I said screw you too. Yeah, man, that's all I got.
Hey, this isn't funny, you know. What, you're too scared to talk to me? Well, just so you know, I know you're faking. Because if you were really sick, like actually sick, you'd have told me already. I happen to actually know about this stuff. So the fact that you are faking just so you don't have to go to school with me is actually ridiculous. I don't know if you're embarrassed about our night at the beach together, so you're avoiding me, or what, but I just wanted to call to say I really don't appreciate being lied to. And it's not that I need your help in history class, you know. I actually never needed your help in history class. And I just pretended because you were clearly really lonely and you had no friends. And it was my New Year's resolution to be nicer to people. So, I just wanted to say that you've reminded me why I wasn't nice to people in the first place. And I wish I never met you. And goodbye forever.
やば。やば。クロエやばくない？最初から好きじゃなかったけどやっぱり好きじゃないんだけど。I knew she was a bitch. I didn't like her from the first place. I didn't like her from the first place. Look at this. She's a fucking asshole. Ah!
I remember when you were just 4 years old. Mom was going through a pretty tough time. I mean, not as tough as now, but Yeah, her music had been rejected, and she's having trouble adjusting to her quiet little life out here, and I feared that I was losing her. But then you played this on the piano, and your little hands reaching up for the keys. She just couldn't believe how gifted you were. And once she heard that, well, it was like you brought her right back to me. So, I was wondering if maybe you could do that trick again. Try closing your eyes. See if you can remember.
お父さんだけずーっとお父さん。
That's my bass. How did you figure out how to play that?
Keep playing, B. She's listening.
Ah. どんどんなんかいろいろついてる。猫ちゃん生きてたんだ。お母さんだけ痩せ細ってる。アーニーだけ帰ってきた。
What are you doing, Elle? She's gonna make you sick.
Oh, it's okay. I'm just so happy she's here. We've got to show this cat some real love. She's been through more than we can even imagine. Oh, her poor fur. Richard, we have to give Ernie a haircut, okay?
I'm getting her a sashimi plate.
What?
What? I think she more than deserves it.
Oh, I think
そう、猫ちゃん、そう、もともとね、いた猫ちゃんで、最初拾って、お父さんが拾ってきた猫だったの。片目つぶれてて。で、子供は全員ね、野良犬に食べられちゃったからね。あ、また明かしてる。薬の量が増えてる。
She hasn't been over. Like, she didn't even care to visit?
No, I mean, I don't think he's told her.
And you're just letting that be?
I don't know her step. You know how Benny is.
She lost her mother a year ago. You knew that, right?
No, but what does that have to do with...
Okay, do we have her dad's number?
I don't know. Check the book.
Okay, I'm calling now.
Honey.
Oh, 再着信。やばい、病気が悪化してる。
Oh my god, you're an idiot. You do realize this is really nothing special to me. I've seen this all before. I was thinking about what you said in the story the other day and how I reacted to it. I feel kind of bad. I shouldn't have done that. But hey, what are you looking at? Don't look up there. Look at me. talking to you. I want to give you something. But I think I don't want to be in the room when you see what it is. So maybe if you close your eyes, I can give it to you and I'm gonna leave. Close your eyes now, okay?
Henna otonari sanへ。あなたは私の親友よ。愛を込めてクロエ。あ、やばい。薬の量がやばい。お、やばい。
What is that?
It's something new I'm working on.
So you're writing again?
Ah, it's just a melody that came to me. It feels good to play it.
It's sad.
Yeah, well, that would make sense. But do you like it?
I mean, yeah. I love everything you do.
What do you like about it?
Not this old trap.
Go on. I'm waiting.
Well, it made me feel like if the unspeakable darkness I'm carrying can be so well expressed, maybe it's not so unspeakable. Nailed it, didn't I?
Yeah. I mean, that was pretty good.
おー、やばい。おー。うわー、頑張ってとか書いてある。よいしょよいしょ。あ、薬も飲めない。あ、うわー、やばい。
I can't breathe.
I know.
It's okay, Benny, I understand. There's no need to show me anymore.
No, Richard, it's like I can't breathe. Like there's this clamp on my chest.
I know. It's okay.
You can come back to me now.
You know, for a while now, I've wondered if I'm just not a good enough storyteller. If I just don't have grand enough words, can't tell grand enough stories. But grand words and stories, I think they may be overrated. I know just what to tell her. Watch for her now. I've seen the gatekeeper take many forms depending on the soul I bring her. But once you see her, you'll know. Believe me. I should go get ready.
この人は魂を案内する人だよね。
Don't worry. We got this. I think.
わあ、すげえ。誰が出てくんだろう。魂によって出てくる門番の見た目は違うって言ってたけど。美しい。
There she is. Wish me luck.
Gatekeeper, before you sits the soul of a child who died before he could grow old.
That means she's ready to hear your story.
You know, I never told you how much I loved your story.
似てない？
It's really so imaginative. And the person you
似
wrote
てるんだ
about
けど。
is
だからか、
interesting and
だ
intense
からか
guy.
この猫になってんのか。本人の想像するものが神になる、門番になるって言ってたもんね。この子
I
か。
didn't like him very much. So, I wanted to read you something I wrote for you,
泣いちゃいそう。
which is about the Benny I've known
お
for 11 years now. It's called The Great Life of Benjamin Bryn. Benjamin Bryn was born into an ordinary home, to an ordinary mother and father in a small town by the sea. His mother was a composer, or at least that's what she dreamed she'd be. So, when her own dreams didn't pan out, she began to dream for him. But then, when he was just 11 years old, he got sick and was forced to stay inside for an entire year. And in that year, he began to worry that he hadn't lived enough. So he made up a story of the great life he thought he wanted to live, which only made him forget the great life he already had. How he had filled a new home with light and joy and promise. How he met a girl, his neighbor, who felt all alone in the world and made her feel okay again. And how, even when he was sick, he still gave his parents hope. How he reminded them exactly who they were after they had almost forgotten. So when he knew he was going to go, he was okay. Because he'd already lived a great life, a full life. And he was everything he needed to be, just as he was.
She accepts. Close your eyes now, and keep them closed. She's gonna let you in.
Why is he smiling like that?
It must be somewhere that he likes.
I wanna be somebody. Me 2.0 for you. And when you meet somebody, you're gonna feel the same way I do. I'm gonna say I love you before you say I'm gone. And when that chance comes through, I'm gonna prove you wrong. In a market, in a desert, you'll remember
著作権大丈夫かな
why you came here.
Is this music okay with the copyright, by the way?
Pictures of you laughing.
I'm kind of worried, guys.
Grip tight to raffle
Is this music
tickets.
okay?
I've got memories, but I'm
音楽は
slipping. You know
大丈
some
夫ですか
people and you're wondering.
Is this music okay, guys? Is this music? Is this music okay?
Some money. Give the kids a dance.
めちゃめちゃ良かった。
When he has somebody,
I don't want to turn it off.
you're gonna feel the same.
I'll make it lower.
And without him,
あー、めっちゃいいゲームだった。最後が一番最後が一番刺さったな。門番にさ、門番が迎えてくれるって言ったから目つぶったらいいよって言われた瞬間にさ、お父さんとお母さんこの子笑ってるって言ったらいいところに行けたのねっていうのが、それ要は死んだ瞬間ってことでしょ。眠りについた瞬間だったっていうところがさ、すごいめちゃめちゃ刺さった。すごいよかった。すごいよかった。It was really nice game, guys. I really loved it. I mean, it's a sad story, but it was beautiful. This game was beautiful. すごい綺麗だった。最初息子がさ、その絵でお母さんの音楽も一緒にでお母さんも偉大になったみたいな素敵な話になってて、それだけでわー素敵って泣きそうになってたんだけど、全然違ったね。すごいよかった。めちゃめちゃいいゲームだった。みんなこのゲームの関係者多くねこのゲーム今まで見た中でめちゃめちゃ多い気がする。人数がめっちゃおる。すげえいるな。あれかな、クラウドファンディングみたいなしてたんかな、もしかして。ウィンドウショッピング会議面白いゲームだってシャイさん、めちゃめちゃよかった。好感度がガックンの黒いからのそうそう、結局その突然来なくなったのがサボってるって思って怒っちゃってたわけでしょ。でもね、いきなりね、あなたは私の大親友よって、あれ初恋にしてたら私もあなたのことが好きだったとか書かれてたのかな。それはそれで泣いちゃってそうだったな。そう、めちゃI think it's like campfire or something, right? Because there's too much names, guys. グラファンとかね、そんな感じだろうね。めちゃめちゃ良かった。It was really nice game. すごい良かったね。出だしはどういうゲームなのか分かんなくて、才能にあふれている男の子の話なのかと思ったけど、実際は才能をもしかしたら持っていたかもしれない男の子の話だったね。ね。あ、キックスターターバックです。OK。やっぱクラウドファンディングみたいなのしちゃった。さっきね、誰かの人生がモチーフにっていうのでは、なんかお父さんに捧げるみたいの書いてあったから、なんかお父さんの人生をちょっとなぞってる部分もあるのかね。いろいろ変えてるにしても、なんか物語のどっかはお父さんをベースにしてるのかもしれない。作ってる出だしであった。そう、すごい良いゲームだったね。めちゃめちゃ。It's good atmosphere, guys. After I finished playing this game, I still have this, I don't know, this emotional feeling still going on.いや、面白かった。めちゃめちゃ良かったね。すごい、なんか余韻がすごいな。余韻がすごかったな。さあ、門に入って罵られた時は、そうだね、作り話だったとは思わなかったからね。白百合も普通の話なのかなって思ってたけど、全然そんなことなかったね。ねえ、とってもただただ切ないお話だった。めちゃめちゃいいお話だった。いい余韻だね。ねえ、すごい良い ゲームでしたね。なんかほんと感情のジェットコースターだった。どこに感情を置けばいいのかわかんない感情のジェットコースターだったよ、みんな。It leaves you with both fulfillment and emptiness. Yeah, I have this emptiness and emotional feelings, but I mean, it's still heartbreaking. But I mean, it was a really good game. So, 嘘つき鳥たちが泣いてたのもそういうことだろうね、きっと。そう、あったかい気持ちになるね。あったかい、なんか最後はでもすごい悲しい話だったけど、あったかかったね。最後。アーニーが迎えに来てくれて門番に通れてね、すごい笑顔で眠りについたって言ってたからすごいよかった。はあ、いいゲームだ。なんかこの時間帯にやってよかった。なんかぴったりだったね。I guess this game was really good for this time. I don't know, for some people it might be not nighttime, it might be morning, but I don't know.It's just, I guess it was really good time to play. すごい楽しかった。良いゲームだったわ。というわけでね。この辺で本日の配信は終わりたいと思います。That's it for today's stream. Thank you so much for watching. I actually really enjoyed this game. I am super happy that I played this game, that I was able to play this game.このゲームを知れて本当に良かったなって思った。すごい瞬きするとどうなるかちょっと気になるね。ヒアリはカメラ起動してるせいでこっちのゲーム内ではカメラ起動できなかったから瞬きしたらそれはそれでもっと面白かったんだろうなって思います。はい、そうではね、この辺ね配信終わります。最後まで見てくれてありがとう。明日もねまた夕方かお昼に何かしらのゲームをやると思うので、よかったら見に来てください。I will be definitely playing some games tomorrow, or I guess rather I would say today at afternoons and stuff, JC. So I still haven't chosen what time I would play, so I will tweet it when I know. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. 見てくれてありがとう。また次の配信でお会いしましょう。おちぽま。バイガイズ。みんな配信の感想はハッシュタグ生ゆりタイムで。またな。